Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Aulia Esha Nefani with NPM A1B024076. So, in this video, I'm going to explain and letting you know about procedure tags, news item tags, and review tags. These are the genre of tags that I choose for my final project. So the first one is procedure tags. But before we analyze one of the example I chose, let me explain to you what is procedure tags exactly. So a procedure tag is a structured guide designed to explain how to do something. So it's breaking down a process into a clear steps. This kind of tags can find easily in real life, such as food recipe or how to build your furniture. So basically, procedure tags function for to show steps and sequences. This is the example of procedure tags I choose, which is procedure tags how to make your own milk coffee by your own. Now you can see the mind map. So the first section in my mind map is the goal of the text, because is this one of the structure of procedure text. The goal of the text is the title itself, which is how to make a cup of coffee milk. So this goal is expected by the end when the reader finish all the steps. Okay, now the next section is materials. So in procedure text, materials is like needed, which is in this as we can see, to make a cup of milk coffee you need black coffee, milk powder, sugar, and many more. And the next section is the step. So the step is one of crucial structure in procedure text. As you can read what the steps to make a cup of coffee milk. And the last section is the purpose and the language features in this procedure text. So the purpose is to illustrate and demonstrate to the readers how to make a cup of milk coffee. And the language features I found is the use of imperative words and action words, and also use a lot of sequences. After procedure text, now we move to news item text. So what is news item text? So this tag is to inform readers about events of the day. The events need to be considered newsworthy or important. So that's why we could say news item tags function for to inform the readers of or listeners about an events or some events that newsworthy and can be retell. Now I have the example of news item text that I got, which is talking about hundreds of thousands affected by floods, landslide as heaviest rain in 60 years hit southern China. So here we have the mind map analysis. So in this mind map, we'll analyze the structure of the earlier text. So the first section is newsworthy event. This structure is needed. So in this section, it tells the event in a summary form to inform the readers how worthy the news to be read by them. So it's like a hook. Then move to another section, which is the background. In this paragraph, function as to elaborate and to explain of what is actually happened in that event and tell the cause of it. And the next section is the sources. So in news item text, sources is crucial. Sources section contains any comments, witnesses, or experts that involved in that event. And then the last section is the purpose and the language features of the text. The purpose of the text is obviously to inform the readers the newsworthy event. And the language features I found is so many use of action verbs, and also the use of adverb in passive sentences. Now we come to the last genre of the text, which is review text. Review text is a text which present critique or evaluate on event or works for readers or public audiences. The review text function for to critique an artwork or event such as films, novels, or maybe TV shows. This is the example of review text I choose, which is a review about film titled Home Alone. Here's the mind map analysis. In this mind map, we're still going to analyze the structure of the earlier text. So the first section is orientation section. So in this section, I put some paragraph for every section so you can read it. So in orientation section, basically function to give a background about the work that going to be reviewed. So for example, this Home Alone, this review about Home Alone. So in this orientation section, you will the paragraph will explain what is exactly and who is the director of Home Alone, who is the actor, and so many more. And the next section is interpretive recount. In this section, the author of this review will write of recount text about the plot of the film, which is happened to be film Home Alone film. Okay. Next, we move to evaluation section. In evaluation section is where author judgment and opinion will be expressed at. And as after I read the review text, the author actually enjoy and appraising the film itself. And then the next section is evaluative summation. In this section is where author final opinion will be expressed at. And the last section is the purpose of the text and the language features I found in the review text. So the purpose of the text is obviously the author wrote this to show an appreciation and further recommendation toward the artwork. So the author recommend everyone to watch Home Alone. And the language features I found is the use of adjective and opinions. So review tag usually contains so many opinions expression to show author manners of toward the artwork. After explaining the three genres of the text earlier, I noticed a pattern, which is they all have different function. So as you can see in the table, procedure text is to explain how to do something. News item text is to inform readers about events of the day. And last but not least is review text to present, critique, or evaluate on event or works for readers or public audiences to read. And I can conclude all of the genre of the text have its own function, structures. It all depends what the meaning they trying to convey or what the information they want the readers to receive. I think that's all what I can share for you guys. I hope the analysis I do earlier helpful and useful for you in the future when you ask to identify types of genre in text. Alright, thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.